another one of the young American fighters, part of Operation Gold training in Colorado Springs, Colorado. That's been a real benefit for our young boxers, hasn't it, Al?
Very much so. It's given them some sense of continuity in terms of their training, and I think it will produce in 1984 a very good Olympic team, and would have in 1980. Some of the people that won the trials in 1980 were excellent fighters, and I think would have done very well at the Olympics had we not boycotted.
As we take a look at these two fighters, Pablo Romero is 22 years of age. He is a student. He's been boxing for 7 years. In 1982, in a USA-Cuba competition, he stopped Johnny Williams with a knockout and decisioned Sherman Griffin last year.
And these two fighters have faced each other before. Romero won on points in the Pan American Games, and for that finished second in that contest. So Holyfield would like to return the favor tonight.
Keep in mind, yet to come here on this USA-Cuba amateur boxing dual meet from Reno, Nevada, Teofilo Stevenson and Tyrell Biggs. Now, would you say that in the last few years, our amateurs in the upper weight divisions, maybe specifically light heavyweight, have not been what we would like them to be? We've had more success in the lighter weights.
I think that's a very apt comment, because the lower weight fighters have continued to get better and better and better, and the higher weight fighters don't seem to have followed suit. But then, you know what? That's the case in all of boxing, Roger. We've seen that in the professional ranks as well. So obviously it's coming from the amateurs.
The crowd at the Lawler Special Events Center in Reno, Nevada, chanting USA. It's been a very close competition so far. Holyfield trying to go downstairs.
He's doing a good job to the body. Both these fighters throwing good combinations on the inside.
That was a good right hand by Evander.
Oh, he is a good body puncher. In this first round, early in the round also, he's going downstairs effectively.
It's a rather unusual first name, and it's Holyfield, Holyfield. It's like you ask a lot of athletes how you pronounce their name. He says, just call me a fighter, or just call me a basketball player. That's what I want to be known as. We've completed one round.
It's time to
meet. Is really good. And there you see it. There's a good combination by Holyfield.
And another good combination. And another good combination. And Romero gets in a right hand and another right. But Holyfield has started the second round. 3 good combinations. Now, Romero steps back and has landed several punches here. But those punches were landed while he was falling backwards, so really not much behind them.
You know, we talk about the differences between pro and amateur. As a pro, Holyfield with that good body work would benefit more, because fights would go a little longer, and later in the fight he would be able to tire his opponent out.
Maybe that's why we don't see as much body punching in the amateur ranks as we ought to.
I think that's part of it, and part of it is that the judges sometimes just simply don't count that as much as they ought to.
Well, we certainly won't forget the body punching of Ramon Ladon earlier tonight against Jesse Benavides, and Jesse will not forget the body punches.
Ladon sent him down with 2 tremendous body shots and ended the fight.
These are light heavyweights, 178 pounds, and other Americans vying for the Olympic squad in this particular weight division. Orbit Powell of Miami, Florida, and that's some kind of name, isn't it? Yeah. And Ricky Womack of Detroit is a pretty fair fighter who has met Evander Holyfield on more than one occasion. As a matter of fact, in '83, Holyfield decisioned Ricky Womack in the finals of the Pan Am trials, the Sports Festival.
They may be the two that people think will be contesting for this division. Boy, both fighters landing very, very well, and a couple of good, solid right hands from Romero. He is wearing Holyfield down a little bit in this round.
He is really coming up under nicely, isn't he, Al? He looks good throwing that hook.
Holyfield pushing his punches a little bit, showing a little fatigue.
Good right hand by Romero. Yeah, Holyfield's leaning a little bit now. Good exchange inside. Romero throwing more punches. And, oh, a big right hand by Romero. Then he goes with the left hook to the body.
If round one belonged to Holyfield by even a narrow margin, it would appear that Romero coming back here in round two.
He has done it with infighting in the corner as we've completed 2 rounds from Reno.
Thursday.
The referee now steps in, giving a warning to Romero to get his punches up.
And, you know, they were working him a little bit, that official from the corner of Holyfield, telling referees 4 times he hit him low in that last round. When are you going to warn him?
Right hand by Romero, and Holyfield comes back with the left. That was a good point you made, Al, because Holyfield was indeed very tired at the end of the second round. It could have been, and there once again they're getting a warning about a low blow. It could have been that he did hit him with some low blows. And as you well know from all the fights that you've called, that'll take it out of a boxer faster than anything.
That's for sure. And, you know, they still haven't taken a point away. And usually after a warning or two, they will take a point away. They haven't done that for Romero. I would think if it happens again, a point would be taken away.
Holyfield standing flat-footed now.
He had a right hand down just below the belt. Looked like he was measuring him in there again.
Good uppercuts by Romero.
Not throwing nearly as many punches as he was in the first and part of the second round.
He's tired. We're halfway through round 3. And once again, Romero has shown that he can throw the uppercut, and he's been very effective with that punch.
He is throwing 10 punches to every one that Holyfield throws. That was a good combination by Evander.
One of his few in this third round. He came in with the left hand. Once again, Romero goes downstairs. I think they took a point away now.
You know, I thought that was a legal punch. I thought that was one of the legal ones he's thrown, but I guess the referee was so keenly aware of those other low blows that he took the point away.
Well, he figured he got close enough, and he wasn't going to let it happen again. Good right hand by Romero. Oh, there's just a grimace on Holyfield's face, and another good solid right hand by Pablo Romero. As since the second round, he has really landed the majority of the punches, and they have been effective punches as he's come underneath with uppercuts and landed the straight right to the head of Holyfield. And Holyfield has been off balance a lot in this round, Al.
Yeah, and even with that point being taken away, you have to feel that Romero doing very well here in the third round. It's going to be tough for Holyfield, I think, to pull this out.
Light heavyweights, USA Cuba from Reno, Nevada, as we complete the 3 rounds.
Saturday, the